25 years ago. The Schaefers did this amazing thing of purchasing property out in western Wisconsin. They wanted it to be out far enough that it could be protected, that it had something worthy of an exploration.
Dr. Montessori saw that adolescence is the time of when you enter into society as a contributing member. So she saw farms with all the things that need to be done on a farm, a village of young adolescents making meaningful contributions on a daily basis.
When the land school was initially purchased, the intention really seemed that it was an environment for the adolescents. But it was really clear that the rest of the school embraced the idea of the land school.
At this point, the land school has integrated into every aspect of the school and throughout all levels. You really can't talk about Lake Country School without talking about the land school.
There's this amazing farm within driving distance of the school where the kids can go, and they're totally away from everything here. And they're learning.
They're learning about stewardship work here, and they're learning about the animals at the barn, and they're going on a hike.
It's like we offer a full table of opportunities of different types. You could take on a role and you test it out for yourself. So you might take on a role in the kitchen, you might take on a role with the animals, or you might take on a role in the garden, or caring for trails or for the orchard.
And then every once in a while they look up and see, the changing colors, or they see turkey vultures. And then we get to pause to do the other work of noticing.
These children have the opportunity to start experiencing this land and get to know it at different times of the year, at different times of their life. Well, that grows into something incredibly meaningful.
All of the land school outings and involvement has been a gradual way to help our oldest become more comfortable with developing their wings and figuring out what they can do in the world.
The land school has just allowed for my child to recognize his strengths and for other people to recognize, like, well, you're a hard worker, or for him to be able to feel proud about like what he does.
We're having stone soup, bread, broccoli, and grapes. Bon appetit!
And he just came back with just a better sense of self, a better sense of independence. I'm gonna make dinner tonight. For him to really step into his own and be his own person, I think that's the amazingness of the land school.
Even from just the overnight stay that Soren experienced, he really feels at home, both at the land school and in nature, in a way that I think he really brings home to him as well. We have a small urban lot with some garden beds, and he loves to come home from land school visits and use the tools by name and tend to the soil in ways that he has been taught. And so I really appreciate that, and I think he's going to carry that with him into adulthood.
If you're ever going to have like an environmental ethic as an adult, it's because you love the earth. When you love one place, that builds your love of earth muscle, and then you can love the whole earth. And so this is one of the places that they get to call their own, and they can love that place. So we've become like facilitators of building that earth love muscle.
I really love everything that this place does, not just for the children, but for us adults too. The land, we really need to connect to it.
My first time out there, didn't know what I was gonna expect. And when I walked out there, all I saw was the beauty of the land. It's a home away from home where you can find that peace.
Preparing an environment of 160 acres, it can't be done on a 9-to-5 job. We do need people to live there, to live the mission of the school. But the farmhouse that's been up there for a long time, really is not in a great physical state, and hasn't been in a great physical state for a while. And for the students, each elementary class goes out there, and we have beds for many of them, but not all of them. We've grown into the space kind of and outgrown the space. So improving those residential components at the land school is critical.
I think it's really important not only for the current staff that we have, but as we start to think about succession planning, our ability to recruit future staff as we start to look 10, 15, and 20 years down the road, it's critical that we have a place that we can be proud to show them, and this is where you live.
We're really excited about an architecture firm that we have identified that we'd like to work with, and right now we just need the funds to kind of get it started. We want to do this now because we've kind of put it off, and we can't put it off any longer. You know, the land school is too important. This project is really going to help the land school be available for the next generation or two, so that what's started and what's grown in the first 25 years will only deepen and expand and be even more impactful.